let's see how hackers stole $1 goddamn billion from banks. Another video, and I'm sure another W video from Fern, my guy. 2.3 million views in 8 goddamn days. So not that old video, but yeah, he also uploaded another one. We'll also watch that later, but yeah, let's get into this one first and see how this one goes.
July 10th, 2016. Two men are walking into the entrance of a bank in Taipei. They're wearing medical masks and fisher hats. One of them guards.
Okay, let me guess. Is this in somewhere in Germany, or Germany somewhere there? Because usually most of cases from Fern are from Germany, and Germany dudes and Germany people are kind of menace, dude. But anyways, let's see.
Of a bank in Taipei.
Okay,
they're wearing
two guys.
medical masks and fisher hats. One of them guards the entrance, while the other stands in front of the ATM.
Take out the cash.
He doesn't do anything though. He doesn't withdraw money with a.
Oh, that was sick. That was actually sick. That transition, chat. That transition. Check out.
While
Look,
the other stands in front of the ATM.
that's not real.
He doesn't do anything.
And boom.
He doesn't withdraw
W
money
animation.
with a card, nor does he try to blow it up. He just waits.
Okay.
And then something curious happens. The ATM starts spitting out banknote after banknote. All he has to do is collect the money.
He can just put the bag like this, open the bag in front of it. Ready. Gone.
As a stranger approaches, they immediately abort and leave.
Okay. So they are just taking out money from random people cards, random people accounts, and maybe they come back again and then do it again and they come back again.
The stranger will find the cash.
Oh! Wait, what? He left the cash on the floor?
Just lying there. Even though it doesn't exactly look like it, he just walked into a massive heist. While those two men collected their money, 20 others did the same thing at other branches.
Oh, it's like a whole gang, huh? Okay.
This is just one puzzle piece of a larger operation, a 2-year-long sophisticated attack that shook the global financial system to its core. More than 100 banks in over 30 countries with stolen funds amounting to roughly $1 billion.
Crazy,
One of the
dude.
biggest bank heists in history, orchestrated by hackers.
Ah.
The Carbonate Group. They are led by one elusive mastermind. But on this one night in Taipei, he and his team made a crucial mistake.
Oh.
One that they will pay a heavy price for.
Carbonate was a game changer, I think.
Poof. The attackers, they have the password of the administrator. So at that point we knew that they were watching.
So they have like a password of like a country's bank system or what?
What we were doing.
It's very hard to arrest a piece of code.
Damn, look at that. Okay, let's get into it, man. I'm ready.
The actual events of this hack are known, but the names of the attacked banks and involved employees were never disclosed. So to tell this story, we created Maxim.
Okay.
That's him. It's the 8th of April, a regular Tuesday. He works in a
2014.
Ukrainian bank. He's a well-respected employee, but he has a bad habit of not installing his Windows updates. As he sips his coffee and thinks about the receptionist he has a crush on, an email from his
Bruh, come on.
colleague pops in. It's from Sergey, his coworker. The mail has a Word document attached. It translates into Compliance with Federal Law 115, dated 21/7/2014.
Okay.
Sounds important enough. Maxim clicks on it. He reads it, closes it, and continues his very ordinary workday.
So he got an email which had some document, and then he clicked on it and he was like, never mind. Then he goes on. Okay.
A few months later, Maxim is sitting in a meeting. His boss seems distraught. Some of his bank's ATMs started spitting out banknotes at seemingly random times of day. It seems like whoever was lucky enough to show up at the right time could just grab.
Oh, now it makes sense. Now it really makes sense, dude. So those guys which they showed earlier, they just went into the bank at the right time, by the way, at the right time, exact time, with their bags. And they didn't even insert any kind of card, as he said in the start. They did not have any card, no code, anything. And out of nowhere, at some exact time, the bank, the ATM, will start spitting out the bank notes, cash. And all you have to do is be there on time, have a bag, open it, oh, boom, close, gone. And that's why when the other stranger came, he was like, bro, what is this? What is all this money, you know?
Grab the money. The bank might be the victim of a cyber attack. The employee should act cautious and avoid suspicious emails.
Right. But
The
he
bank
already
hired
clicked on it.
Kaspersky to investigate their problem.
Suddenly all your ATMs are empty. You know that something has happened.
That is crazy.
This is Jort van der Wiel. He was part of the team on the case. He checks the hard disks of the affected ATMs for malware and finds nothing. Not one suspicious activity, not a single trail to follow. A few months later, van der Wiel gets a call in the middle of the night. It's 3 a.m. It's an account manager working for a large Russian bank. He says van der Wiel and his team need to call his IT guy ASAP. A couple of minutes later, one of van der Wiel's Kaspersky co-workers shows up at a bank in Russia. The IT guy on the site is panicking. Someone has gained control over their domain controller. That's the heart of their server
all the
network.
accounts.
If you control the domain controller in a Windows environment, you basically control everything.
Right.
And without a good reason, it's sending data to China.
Oh,
The Kaspersky
China.
specialist starts to look for malware right away. Eventually, he finds a software that lets you watch and control a computer remotely. Could it be
There
that
are many softwares like that out there, free ones and the paid ones.
intruder is watching them right now? He has an idea. He opens a Word document and writes the Russian word for hello. They wait for a few minutes.
Oh, so they can control, or if they are really watching him, they can reply him in the document by typing.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Then, suddenly, the cursor moves and letters appear.
Right. Hello.
The hacker answered. He adds, in Russian, "You will not catch us." To which the Kaspersky employee replies, "We will catch you."
Oh.
"No, you will not catch us." Okay, it's on.
Yeah, it's time. They know and they know. Both teams know that someone is hacking, then the other team also knows that the team we are hacking, they know that what we are doing. Sheesh.
It will take some time, but eventually the Kaspersky team finds the malware. It is similar to the Garburb Trojan. One configuration file of the malware is called Ananak, so the team decides to call it Carbonac. This incident at the Russian bank gave van der Wiel and his colleagues hints about what is going on, and they link it all back to those hacked ATMs in Ukraine. Now they can reconstruct how the Carbonac hackers operate. So let's wind back. This is one of the Carbonac hackers. Again, it's the 8th of April, 2014. He already got into Sergey's email account, but he wants access to Maxim's computer. So he sends out this email with that attachment.
Yeah, but he already clicked on it, so did he got the access to it?
The Word file exploits vulnerabilities in Microsoft Word to download malware that contains backdoor. The hacker now has remote access to Maxim's computer. Next step.
That's why, kids, don't click or open random emails. Bro, even I do get so many random emails, honestly. So many random emails. Random links, random files, like random documents. And as soon as I see some sus link or any kind of weird text or any kind of, as soon as you see, you're like, who's this? Like, I don't think so I should be getting an email from this person or this account. I just don't even care. Don't even click to open, or don't be even curious about it. Just leave it alone.
Step, gain access to the whole network, and he knows exactly how to do it. The hacker installs a specific software on Maxim's computer, which slows it down.
While his crush is watching him. Maxim, come on, bro.
Which in turn frustrates Maxim.
Oh,
so he
what the hell was that?
calls IT to come by and check. By the time the IT guy comes over, the hacker has installed a keylogger. This way, he will be able to see everything one types into Maxim's keyboard. The IT guy starts to investigate. To do so, he needs to type in his admin password. And bingo. The hacker...
Oh, he wrote his admin password, and hacker can tell whatever he's writing or typing. And from there, boom, he got all the... When you got the admin, you got almost everyone's account password, I guess.
Got the admin's password. He tries it out on the domain controller.
Right.
And yep, It's
Open?
the same.
Oh.
Now he can go look for the computer in the network that controls the money transfers and the ATMs. But he doesn't attack right away. Instead, for months he silently observes the employees managing the transactions. Once he fully understands the process, he proceeds. To steal the money, the Carbonac Group developed 3 different methods. One way is to transfer money from so-called transaction management accounts to their own accounts. To avoid suspicion, they raise the balances by the stolen amount beforehand, keeping the total unchanged. Since banks check accounts only every 10 hours, the transfers go unnoticed. Another way is to take control of specific ATMs to let them spill out banknotes.
That's what
right
they were
into the
doing.
hands of money mules. These are men hired through the Moldovan mafia who collect the money and send it to their bosses. In exchange, they get to keep a small cut.
Right.
The third method is the most sophisticated. The hackers set up a couple of bank accounts in the names of their money mules, including debit cards. Then they make sure they all have the same small amount on it, let's say $3.33. Then they update the bank's database, exchanging that $3.33 for $1 million. Suddenly, all the money mules have $1 million on their bank account. Now they just use their debit cards to withdraw the cash. As a side effect of the database update, some broke bank customers will suddenly find themselves to be millionaires.
Oh.
The better the Kaspersky team understands the methods of the Carbonac Group, the more they begin to grasp how complex this operation is. Kaspersky teams up with Europol, major European banks, and various national law enforcement agencies to hunt them down.
Okay.
They're able to take down some of their servers, but then the hackers start using different tools and continue to work under the radar. By the beginning of 2015, Carbonac has robbed at least 100 financial institutions in almost 30 countries.
Wow,
Most of the
100
victims
banks?
are in Russia, but also in the US, China, and Europe. Within 2 years, they steal roughly $1 billion.
Damn. The greatest heist of the century. Hackers stole $1 billion. Carbonac Group, you know?
They appear to be unstoppable until someone screws up.
Of course, someone would. Someone had to. Bobby hides his money.
The
Oh, who's
first bank
Bobby?
reported that over 70 million NT dollars was withdrawn illegally. The withdrawals were made in both Taipei and Taichung across 34 ATMs and 20 branches.
In July
Damn.
2016, Carbonac attacks the so-called first bank in Taipei, but the Taiwanese police are quick on their feet. Very quick.
我们从
OK
被盗领的 ATM 的影像先去调。
At least 500 police officers checking the CCTVs. We track all the footage from the ATMs and back to the hotels of all the suspects.
这一个车
They got their identities because they were not wearing masks before, you know, not all the time.
手的一个身份，陆陆续续，接下来3、4天的时间，全部把22位的一个身份
22 money mules, most of them Russian, the rest from Eastern European countries. 19 of them successfully flee Taiwan, but 3 remain in the country with the money. Their faces are all over the media.
Bro, if you're in China, you are being recorded almost, 90% of time, you can say. Like anytime you go outside, anywhere you are walking on the sidewalk, almost anywhere. There are CCTV cameras almost everywhere, all the shops. Even, random places they have CCTV cameras just for protection as well, and also for stuff like this, But yeah, it's hard to get
Get rid of the
unnoticed.
money somehow. One of them hides 2 sports bags with some of the money at the Donghu Park. He then flees to Yulong County and hides there. But he is caught and leads the police back to the sports bags. But instead of 2, there is only 1 left. An elderly man found one of the bags and took it home.
What the hell? What a guy, dude. What a lucky dude.
Probably think that was fortune from God.
The police
Right.
seize the second bag and search for the other money mules. A man called Bobby hides the rest of the money in 2 suitcases and stows them in 2 lockers at Taipei Central Station. Shortly after, 2 other men from Eastern Europe arrive in Taiwan and collect the suitcases from the main station.
Oh.
They go to a hotel to have brunch. As they sit down, they're interrupted by the police.
Put down the knife, your fork, stay calm, don't move. Recognize the election with us, such as I am.
They ask the men to take them to their hotel room.
Сколько у вас человек всего?
Здесь нас двое.
Нет, целая группа. that appears to be a deal.
In their hotel room, law enforcement finds banknotes that are worth roughly 1.5 million US dollars.
Sheesh.
The Taiwanese police managed to recover 90% of the stolen money. The 3 money mules are sentenced to a little over 4 years in prison.
Just that much time? Okay. Honestly, that's very less time. Just 4 years?
These guys are just low-level operatives. But on the phone of one of the men, the Taiwanese police find pictures of stacks of money in various currencies. They also find emails from the suspected head of the Carbonac Group. Europol, the FBI, cybersecurity companies, and several authorities from different countries work tirelessly to find the Carbonac mastermind. Little do they know he is hiding all the way across the globe,
the main
living
boss.
a life in luxury.
Of course. Yeah, this guy. What do you call the Godfather?
March 6,
the mastermind.
2018. This is
Oh,
Dennis.
it's been 4 years. Okay.
He's Ukrainian, but now he lives with his wife and son in Alicante, Spain. He's a rather private person. He doesn't really leave the house.
Okay.
Right now, as per usual, he's coding new malware. He's one of the best of his trade.
Okay.
To keep a low profile, he does most of his spending in Bitcoin. At the time, he's worth 15,000 Bitcoins. In 2018, that was
Damn, that is a lot of Bitcoins, dude.
worth roughly $162 million.
Just in 2018, that was 162 million. Now, each Bitcoin is $108,000. Just today, it was $108,000 or maybe $110,000 for each Bitcoin, and multiply by 15,000. I have no idea how much that is, but yeah, that's a lot of money.
Today, it would be more than $1 billion.
See, there you go. Thanks.
But there are some things that Bitcoin can't buy. Not a lot of car or house sellers like to be paid in digital currencies.
True.
So he needs to use real money to buy these, which leaves traces. This is what tipped off the police. They start to follow the money and eventually realize who he is.
Okay, open up.
His laptop is still on and unlocked. The forensic team immediately starts to collect evidence. The authorities will seize 2 BMWs and jewelry, valued at $500,000, and of course
M3 and I don't know.
But the vast majority of the stolen $1 billion remains missing to this day.
How much is missing till this day?
Valued at $500,000, and of course his Bitcoins. But the vast majority of the stolen $1 billion remains missing to this day.
Okay. So most of the money is still missing.
Dennis K. may have been the mastermind behind the Carbonac operation, but he certainly didn't work alone.
We think there was quite a big team, at least between 10 and 30 people
Wow.
altogether that was able to pull this scheme off.
You can find the same piece of code being used by different groups. And it's very hard as a security researcher to know the difference which group is using what code, because the code is very similar. It's very hard to arrest a piece of code.
In late 2018, 3 Ukrainians were arrested who were allegedly involved as well. The Carbonac malware still exists today. The hackers who use it go by many names: Fin7, Joker's Dash, Carbon, and Cobalt Spider. Experts suspect that those Russian cybercriminals are given free rein by the Russian government in order to cause chaos in the Western world.
What the hell? Russia? Come on, bro.
Maxim's bank lost millions. As we know now, this could have easily been avoided. The Carbonac Group exploited a
Just don't click any files or don't click any random emails. Don't open any random emails.
vulnerability in Microsoft Word, one that had already been fixed 3 years prior. But Maxim was too distracted to install those Windows.
Yeah, because he was freaking looking at his crush all the time, dude. Only had one job and he messed that up. Bro, he's sipping and clicking on random emails while looking at his crush.
Updates. So make sure to keep your systems up to date. It could save your employer a couple million.
True, boys and girls. True. This was the fall of mastermind Carbonac Group, who stole. It was people, more 10 to 30 people were involved in this, and not gonna lie, I feel like most of them got away with the money, and only maybe 10 of them was caught, because 3 earlier, then 3 later, and 2 before, then like that, so around 10-12 were caught, maybe more, but they didn't mention that in the video. But honestly, they were crazy, dude. They were crazy. They were mastermind, and that I never heard about that ATM can freaking spit out cash at specific time without inserting a card or anything like that. I did not know that, because at first when he showed the video or that recording, CCTV recording in the start of the video, I was like, what is going on? And the stranger comes and he see there's a cash on the floor and all that. I was like, okay, how that can happen, but yeah, okay, there are hackers out there who can do such kind of stuff, shady stuff. But dude, this was one of the biggest heists, dude. Like $1 billion is hell lot of money, dude. Hell lot of money. And most of them got away with it. I am sure about that.